It's a sign of the times. Employees at this Nebraska Burger King telling customers, we all quit. And it's not just happening there. After you left, a bunch of your colleagues left too?
Well, there was 23 of us and 20 of us quit.
Ashley Wyrick left her fast food job in Oklahoma in June.
I couldn't do it. I could not work for somebody that treats their employees that way any longer.
And days later,
I immediately found another job after I quit.
She had a new job at a call center with better pay. As businesses reopen and the economy takes off, employees have options.
This is a moment of employee empowerment, worker empowerment that we haven't seen for a long time.
It's being called the Great Resignation. In April, a record 4 million workers quit, and in May, another 3.6 million. Some putting off leaving their job during the pandemic. Others are burned out after the last year. And some saved money working from home and have a financial cushion to try something new, like Natalie Nichols. And what happened?
The pandemic happened. I had a lot of free time to think what I truly valued as a human being. And that all came down to my own personal freedom. And I love working remotely.
She decided to quit her corporate marketing job after her company announced she'd have to return to the office. Now she's on her own.
I know there are ebbs and flows, but I'm working with clients that I absolutely love, and that's really fulfilling.
And since Natalie is no longer tied to an office, she's now moving from Ohio to Las Vegas.
What the pandemic changed was people taking a step back and saying, okay, I have a moment in my life where I can reflect a little bit. Is this what I want to keep doing? And that pause is giving them power.
Experts say if you're thinking of quitting, don't be impulsive. It's a huge decision, so think it through. Try not to leave before you have another job lined up. It's easier to get a job when you have a job.
And if you end up deciding to leave on the best note possible.
For Ashley Wyrick, she's confident she made the right choice. Are you happier?
Yes, I am. The environment is so much different. They appreciate their employees.
Stephanie Rule, NBC News.
It's one of the weirdest things I've noticed. People quitting their jobs. Like, this has been going on for about a few months now. People quitting their jobs because they got loans, they got, extra monies from the government and stuff like that. And I don't know, for some reason, people think that they're going to be able to get this for life. I mean, for some people it works out. But a lot of people that doesn't really have a blueprint of their life or don't have some type of direction in their life, just jumping off the limb, just quitting their jobs because they got a couple dollars in their bank account, believing that this government and these monies are going to continue to flourish. And that's not true. I think it's a very big mistake. And I also think it's a good thing that people also find, their niche. Find, their way of making money without being under a job or under a boss. Trust me, I understand. I can't stand working under somebody, to be honest with you. But if I have to, I will. You know what I'm saying? No doubt about it. In reality, you never work by yourself anyway. You don't, without all these outlets, you won't be able to flourish, right? So what I would say is don't quit your job if you don't have a plan. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't quit your job because you got a couple of dollars in your pocket. I don't care if you become a millionaire. What does that mean? You're a millionaire, you quit your job, but don't open up a business. It just doesn't make any sense. Next clip.
Cars flipping on busy freeways seems like a scene pulled out of an action movie, but this was very real. 4 teenagers and a 12-year-old allegedly stole an SUV. It ended in a high-speed chase, and the video from May 2021 was just released by Florida Highway Patrol. Authorities say Fort Lauderdale police tried to pull the SUV over after they responded to an attempted burglary call. But the SUV kept driving, reportedly hitting a bicyclist named Michael Evans before getting on the freeway. Evans had neck and spine fractures, as well as staples in his head, according to a GoFundMe page set up by his sister. On the freeway, the SUV changed lanes trying to get away from the pursuing police and lost control, hitting the median, other vehicles, ultimately flipping over. Law enforcement moved in fast to take the suspects into custody. The 5 juveniles, who ranged in age from 12 to 16, were taken to a children's hospital, where 4 were treated for minor injuries and 1 was in serious condition. The identities of the minors have not been made public. For Inside Edition.
I mean, this is the result. This is what we was talking about parenting. 12 to 16 years old, stealing cars. Where's the parents at? And let that be my child doing that. I promise you he'll stay and sit in that jail. I'm not getting him out. But see, some of you parents would be like, I gotta get Billy out. I gotta get Khalil out. That's my baby. Okay. That's your baby. Okay. Next clip.
Now to a CBS 2 exclusive. A gas station worker in South suburban Dalton caught on camera beating a woman inside the store. We warn you, the video is graphic. Our Jermont Terry tracked down the victim. Lots to get into. Let's get right to Jermont Terry in Dalton, where protesters actually forced that store to close for the night. Jermont.
Brad, tonight the lights are off. This 24-hour gas station is shut down. It is mission accomplished for the protesters who came out furious by the attack of this woman by a man who works here. A rally and cry of outrage at the Shell on Sibley Boulevard and Lincoln Avenue in Dalton. Justice for Kia! This crowd gathering for Nakia Smith. She's bruised.
I guess he stumped her in her arm.
After this assault caught on video.
Open the door! Every time I close my eyes to go to sleep, that's just all I see.
Smith says she tried to use the gas station's restroom and was originally denied by the man behind the counter. But there was a woman working too.
And you asked that woman what?
Can I use the bathroom?
And she allows you to go?
She let me go to the bathroom.
And as you're walking towards the bathroom,
I hear him come from behind the counter and go to lock the door.
Fearful of what the man would do, Smith says she accidentally urinated on herself in the aisle.
It's a medical condition. I can't control it all the time.
Smith says when she tried to leave the store, the employee would not let her.
The video you got, that was the end of the situation. That was not the beginning.
She tells me the man refused to unlock the door.
I'm starting to unlock the door. He pushed me. I pushed him back. So I continue to let myself out, and he started hitting me. Open the door! Oh my God!
Her friends were locked outside watching in horror. It turns out the person recording is a stranger.
She doesn't know her.
Yet Smith's mother is grateful the stranger captured what she did.
Those were blows. He attacked her.
The front door is boarded up where friends eventually broke the glass to get Smith out safely. They are rallying after learning people have complained about this employee before.
When you get complaints, check into those complaints.
And tonight, Dalton police are sitting outside of this shut down gas station. As for the man in that video, he walked into the police station late this afternoon to turn himself in 2 days after the attack. Tonight, Dalton's mayor telling me that she has ordered the police chief to personally get involved in this investigation to make sure that charges stick at the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. Reporting live in Dalton tonight, Jermont Terry. Brad, back to you.
All right, Jermont, we know you stay on top of it.
See, that's one of those things where you sit there and say, I told you in our last video that I was talking about parenting. What would make this man, or just a man, period, to beat on a woman, period? What would cause a man to beat on a woman? It could have been. See, from my point of view, that's just hatred. He has something happened to him while he was a child. Something he has against women. For a man to put his hands on a woman, it has to be some deep hatred. I'm sorry. It's just like, to me, that's like racism. There's no such thing as racism. It's hatred. That man had hatred for that female. And not probably particularly her, but something snapped in that guy. Lord knows what. But that was terrible. Under no circumstances a man should put his hands on a woman. Unless he's trying to kill him. Unless she's trying to kill him. Hey, go all out. But other than that, don't put your hand on no female. It's just strange to me that she was allowed by the female to go to the bathroom. But this guy comes out and stops her and beats her up. For what reason? There's some type of hatred in that guy. He needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail, and he needs to get serious help, because if he doesn't get serious help, next time he's going to kill a female. I guarantee you he wouldn't do that to a male. I'm going to say this. I'm going to go out and say this. Any man that puts his hands on a female won't fight a man. They won't fight a man. They'll shoot a man, of course. They won't fight a man. I believe in my opinion, you're a punk. You hit a female, you're a punk. I don't care how big, how tough, how gangster you may be. You might got 30 bodies. That doesn't matter to me. If you put your hands on a female, you're a sucker. And any man that put his hands on a female should get anything that's done to him. So if he go to jail, look out. You're number one candidate to be a sissy in that jail, my brother. I hope you repent. I hope you get some help. Because if not, you're going to have a long time in jail. This is 316 coming at y'all with one short video. I think I might do a little couple of these short ones. But since I did a long one today, I said I'm going to make this one short. I had another clip, but I used it in the first one because it came out perfectly in what I was talking about. But anyway, love you guys. Have a blessed Sabbath day. Have a blessed day. And I'll holler at y'all a little bit later. One.